Here to get you elevated.
Our conversation pop. You know what it do. Stories in the smoke. Welcome to the Spute. Stories in the smoke. Welcome to the Spute. Stories in the smoke. Welcome to the Spute.
Here to get you elevated. 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 Here to get you elevated.
These guys are awesome.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Riley, a.k.a. the best pudding that you've ever tasted. On the other side of the screen, yet to be seen, my man, the Yard Camaro himself, Jazzy Jasper Green. And this is the Spute, and we're here to get you elevated.
Really elevated. Like an entire gram dab. Just in the banger, right in your banger. Just shove it in there when you get your banger.
In
nice
the banger
and
to the bang hole. That's all I'm saying.
And that's all it should be said.
Facts, absolute facts. So I know it's been a little bit. IRL, you know, my man Jasper had personal life things that he had to attend to, so he was not in his normal position. So, you know, our episodes got a little delayed there, but we're coming back strong here at the end, and we're gonna give y'all one banger to finish off this little set of content.
The audio is good this time.
The audio.
We literally had already recorded what this was gonna be, and there was some pretty good commentary in there. Like, I'm gonna have to repeat some of these things I said because I was listening to it, but my fucking computer was ramping up in the background. I was like, no.
It sounds
People have already commented on the audio,
It's-
and I'm an asshole about audio like how good the audio is. Like, I'll probably nitpick stuff in this, but this will be passable.
That's 100%. Your computer ramping up sounds like a truck and tractor pull. Just
Yeah, no, it's working so hard. It's screaming for its life.
That's funny,
It deserves
man. So, you ever like been on like Facebook or Instagram, and you're like scrolling through, and you see someone put like just a picture of like their house, like, you know, maybe like a picture of them in the living room, them in the kitchen, or like a bunch of pictures just like showing off the place, whatever it is. You know, see someone like put pictures of their house.
I like to try to see if it's just the template in Home Depot. Always look for
So
red iron and
this
shit.
definitely might just be me, but the thing that I can never get past whenever I see someone put pictures of their house is like, I'm just sitting there like, what does the inside of your house smell like? Because, like, you know, just like everything in life, it's got to be a spectrum. You know, there's a bunch of different house smells. And I think, you know, one end of the spectrum, you get, like, I don't know, some dude in a trailer. It's like broken floors, messed up furniture. And you're like, this thing smells like a strong overtone of cigarette with a slight undertone of hot dogs, mac and cheese, and light beer. Just wafting through the air. That's what that looks like. And then on the other end, you get like those, like, you know, just social media influence people that are, you know, everything's perfectly done up and from the inside out, it's all crisp and clean. You know, that thing smells like pumpkin spice 6 months out of the year. You're just like, oh, that smells like pumpkin spice and pine salt, baby.
Yeah, no, there's in some house smells are universal.
Ooh, like, dude, don't get me started on animals. Like people that.
Oh yeah,
dude. Let me see
indoor animals, indoor doggies. You love like 6 of them,
dude. Oh my
and
god,
they poop everywhere.
Let me see Lisa.
You clean it up, but the stains are there.
Yeah, let me see Lisa and her 6 cats on her fucked up couch. It looks like it's just a scratching post disguised as a couch. In her entire living room, that's a tinge yellow. Let me see Lisa and her 6 cats. I'm like, dude, the smell in that house is so strong. It'll morph into Iron Mike Tyson from the 1980s and just one piece you and knock you the hell out. It's just ridiculous.
So there's this content creator I watch every once in a while. He just geeks me out because it's called Breadstick Ricky and the Boss.
Fuck yeah.
Right? And it's just construction humor, you know? And it's TikTok. It came from TikTok. I'm pretty sure it's where he originally popped off. But he
Wait.
He put up
Is
like
it kind of like a big dude that's always wearing a construction hat?
he's got a beard, and like the anti-hero protagonist is like with just one of the generic filters with the eyes real big. It makes the mouth real big and the voice real high.
I think. I don't know. Maybe. This sounds vaguely like something I remember. Anyways, keep going.
So, he put out like a one where it's like no characters, just some of like his coworkers in this office, and they're talking about. So he's posing a thought experiment to them, and the question is: you have to subdue a gorilla. You get no weapons. You get clothes, but like that's it. You know, like. You know, just it's like just basically, and it's got to be average people. How many average people in plain clothes? And the plain clothes thing is my modification, but how many do you need to subdue the gorilla? And everyone is like 6, 8, 12. He said 100 people to subdue the gorilla.
I mean,
and
my big question is what's the location of the subduing?
They said grocery store.
Oh my god, that's almost that's almost too perfect for me. Listen, I bet bottom dollar.
But you're only allowed to use humans to fight it, I guess. That's the caveat.
Listen, I bet bottom dollar I could do it by myself.
All
Maybe
right.
not me, but like
someone with endurance that can run faster, because I think you have to run faster than 20 miles an hour.
Someone quicker than me. Not endurance, because that's not what I'm thinking here. My thought
all right, what are you thinking?
Is you treat that fucking gorilla like a Spanish bull in the bullfighting arena, and you just get in front of it, bait him in, and then duck and roll out of the way before he can smack you, let him run straight into the wall. Dude, you let him do that shit like 3 or 4 times, that motherfucker's woozy.
I mean, that's fair.
Because gorillas are notorious for being like overly aggressive when they get on the charge.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing, dude. I'm fucking. There's nothing that has to be in the rules because that's only using my human intelligence.
Yeah, and that was actually one of the caveats. Like they're like, you guys, your intelligence.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know whether he like envisioned like a flat circle. So here's
well, you said a grocery store.
So there's the Walmart version. Yeah. So that's the. So I think we need to split the thought experiment into 2 real quick. So that's the grocery store version.
Okay.
Now I think the one that he was more planes, and the gorilla is fucking pissed off. It's incredibly aggressive. It is coming to get you. It's a gorilla, and it's. How many humans do you think it would take to subdue it? Because I read in some of the comments that, like, if that was the case, would we even, like, the amount of surface area that we have, like, access to with our hands and shit, could we just be able to exert enough force on the gorilla with just human muscle? Like, the amounts of force that we can apply? Like, would the gorillas, be able to bust out of that? Because in that case, his guess was 100. The author of the because he said 50 people are gonna die, at least.
I still think that's underestimating people. Because here's the thing about. At the end of the day, listen, we're people and we're fucking smart. Even the dumbest Leonard that there has ever been is probably still better than most monkeys. With that being said, here's my plan. I'm throwing rocks and dust into that motherfucker's eyes. And every time I hit him with rocks and dust and he blinds for a second, I'm macking him in the face or in the stomach. In the face or in the stomach.
This one is this one's for maximum charitability. So like no, you don't even get a pointy stick.
Motherfucker,
it's
you
like,
telling me
imagine
that
like
there is not
sorry,
rocks, dirt,
I guess
dust?
I'm sorry.
something on the
I guess
ground?
a plane. I guess a plane was like the wrong.
I mean,
the wrong setting.
give me anywhere.
I think it like the glass ship from Smash Brothers where you fight the hand in the single player.
See, that's utterly.
How many humans?
Well, okay. See,
does
listen.
it take?
If we're just, I don't know. I was thinking about the glass thing being like a room. I was like, then I'm going back to dodging that motherfucker in the walls. Listen, all I'm saying is, in real life, in almost all scenarios, I think I can figure out a plan to fuck that gorilla up. I'm not saying I'm going to do it with straight brute force. That is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm going to outpower the gorilla. I'm not saying I'm going to beat the motherfucker up. No shit like that. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying I'm going to outsmart it. I'm going to make it hit itself harder than I could hit it.
I think that's fair. Because like my favorite comment, and he pretty much said what you said, and his guess was 11 people, motivated, could probably just tire it out as long as it doesn't get a hold of you.
Yeah, that's fair.
As long as it can't bite you or grab you. You know, it do run at 20 miles an hour.
And that's the thing where I was saying that maybe not me.
We
like
do
someone quick.
We sweat because like my thought was like we sweat, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a big advantage we have over other animals is that motherfucker's covered in fur.
Yeah.
It will get hot quickly, and I'm out of shape as fuck. The gorilla would probably just catch me because it runs at 20 miles an hour, and it would rip my arms off.
No,
what if you had
can't
like
run from it? You gotta
gotta
dip dive.
You gotta like
dodge.
Yeah, you gotta dodge like right at the last second. Like that would that be like the only way to like avoid it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of playing this gorilla like it's a fucking like Dark Souls Elden Ring boss fight where you're like hit, run, dodge, hit, run, dodge, just and bang and and bang. Like I'm just giving this thing everything I got. Because here's my thing. Also, it's an animal. Animals have muscles. If you have muscles, you have weak points. And as far as I know, the gorilla's shoulders and neck are built very similar to humans. It's big and massive because they use their arms so much in different ways. But that still means right at the like where the trapezius meets the neck muscles, there's gonna be a weak point. And if you hit that shit enough times, it's not gonna want to move. So I'm just like I said, dude, catch me in a plane where like even if all I have is there like light grass and then dirt and rocks, I'm throwing the dirt and rocks in the motherfucker's face, doing what I can to get behind it for a second and just wailing on the meat where the trap meets the fucking neck, hitting it like 3 times and then getting the fuck out of there. I'm not pressing my luck. I'm not trying. I'm just hitting it 3 times and moving.
I mean, I think a gorilla would also just run away from 12 people. That was another thing.
I mean, 100%.
That
yeah,
was
but this
pointed
whole
out.
fucking thing is the gorillas don't live in fucking planes, so the whole thing is already ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean that was another insertion of mine, just because at first it was like grocery store, you know.
I mean, gorillas don't live in fucking grocery stores either. The whole thing is just
and they would
ridiculous.
it would have to have escaped from like a zoo.
Yeah, no, seriously, it would have been like Harambe if he went right.
Like,
but yeah, no, I mean the whole thing is just wacky but funny at the same time.
All right, so the actual thing. Speaking of gorillas fighting,
Yeah, gorillas.
there is a guy named Sam Hyde. Have you ever heard of him?
Sam Hyde. Now that name, I mean, sounds so familiar. Like I feel like like I'm trying to fucking start my car with the fucking dead battery. I'm like, and my brain's trying to think.
He's a big meme.
Okay.
You probably know him from somewhere.
I bet I probably fucking do.
Like they do like he's kind of he's got a strange appearance. He in his presentation, it's like post irony. Like he's one of those guys that's like hyper wrapped in irony.
Okay.
And people like loved to do shit like for a while. Like just there's like a picture of, like, he likes guns. So like there's pictures of him just looking like goofy as all get out with guns, and people will submit it when there's like a fucking shooting to get like the news to put a picture of him on there. Like shit like that.
Okay, yeah.
And he had a show on Adult. He had a show.
Dude.
Yeah, he had a show on Adult Swim called The $1 Million Extreme.
Yo, that's exactly.
It got cut.
Yep. That's where I know him from.
So he did a boxing thing recently, right?
Okay.
And he won.
Oh shit.
And at the end, he TKO'd the dude too.
Oh shit.
From what I
shit.
what I believe. He's big. He's 6'5", 260.
I beat his ass.
He's a big dude.
Here right now.
I've
Podcast war. Me v Sam Hyde.
But yeah, this dude.
You TKO'd that dude, I'll straight KO him. Second round. I'm calling it.
Fuck yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
But he challenged Hassan Piker. And like he just is like, I hate Hassan Piker.
Fuck yeah.
You know, he's Turkish, and then there's a long list of other reasons. And like him and like a bunch of other right-wing people are like all at him, because like Sam Hyde, and like the only other thing I know from Sam Hyde from is a video that iDubbbz did on him.
Fuck yeah.
Like a deep dive where like, he meant Sam Hyde. And one of iDubbbz's big criticisms is, you know, you don't donate money to alt-right groups, ironically. Like there's like a certain point where irony dissipates and it's no longer an adequate shield, and this man is fucking pathetic once that shield is gone. You know?
Oh yeah, no, the
like
idea
he just
of irony.
I mean, it might just be like his own like issues with social stuff, like social anxiety and stuff. It's a little ableist stuff of me, but like holy fuck.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't have a good impression of him from that. And Hassan was just like, you know, because his exact words were like, "I'm gonna come kill you at your house, Hassan." We should just link it.
Yeah, we'll link it. I'll link it in the description.
And Hassan was just like, you know, a fucking mentally deranged person wants to say they want to kill me, you know. Because, like, I think, for one, Hassan would probably fight this dude and win, because Hassan is about as big as him, much younger, and is, you know, also a very, like, physically fit, you know, person.
I'm also putting this challenge out to Hassan Piker. Second round knockout.
I feel like you'd have more trouble with Hassan. I feel like he just is going to have mad fucking stamina.
Yeah, dude. That's
like,
fine.
Because that's his whole thing. You know, he's very fucking consistent with what he does.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
So I feel like his training regimen would be fire, and he would So like that's besides the point. But so as far as Hassan, who's like kind of a high-strung political commentator at his core, is like, oh, fuck that. I'm not even going to acknowledge it. And then was like, you know, yeeting people from the chat for even like bringing it up. You know, and indiscriminately yeeting, and everyone came out and like finger wagged at him. But it's like, I feel like he's going to talk about it at some point, because as of 9:48. Is September 6, 2022. I haven't heard anything from him about it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Is he gonna like clap back in the marketplace of ideas?
Ooh.
Or you know, because like I hope he does, because I feel like Sam Hyde is not. It's not even like it will just ruin him. It's because I feel like he just will not.
I mean,
I think that's like maybe why
a dude like this, you're probably just not gonna be able to beat with any kind of thought, like idea, arguments. Like these are the kind of people
of
just
course not.
literally you can't beat them with it because they don't possess it.
Yeah, so you just kind of have to make them fall over themselves and point and laugh.
Yeah, I mean, even that, like, I don't know. This dude kind of sounds like he might be a little bit of a tist. So even if you do that, I don't know if that'll actually make him learn. That might just make him cry, and then that just makes him angrier.
I mean, I'm cool with that, because like I don't know. I feel like with Andrew Tate, he did that, you know, and that was like part of the Andrew Tate's downfall, is just getting cock slapped by my dad.
So
you know
what needs to happen is we need to really blow Sam Hyde up into the public spectrum and just let the internet handle him. Just feed him to the
we-
gladiatorial arena that is the internet, and just see how he.
I mean, he's
goes.
been on it for a while. He's an old school meme.
I mean,
and he's got
but like
a whole team.
obviously he's not big enough.
I mean, he did like the KSI fight thing,
That's cool.
which was like
Like,
I don't know.
Wait,
He seemed
like, what do you mean by that though? He did the KSO.
it was like a big, like the dude
I mean, I know.
KSI.
Yeah, no, I know like about the KSO, but did he fight with him? Did he?
It was some event that KSI put on that he was a part of.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Like-
decently big then.
And
Okay,
the dude's got a pretty big fan base and they're active.
Well, see, that's
Yeah,
I mean,
Like-
what I'm saying is, you got to get him in front of the people, like all of the people. You got to get him out of just his fan base and put him in the full public, like the full public spectrum. Like let everyone
The true
get an
open-
idea of who he is, and then see what the internet does to him. That's kind of what, because that's kind of what, according to everything that I've read, that's kind of what happened to Andrew Tate. I mean, he's had like a fan base for years. He was like a top kickboxer. Like, people have known about him for years and years and years and years. And then someone like elevated him, and like the whole internet saw him, and then we saw the avalanche that came from that.
Yeah. I mean, just be exposed to the open and broad marketplace of ideas, and it doesn't even have to be Hassan. I'm not gonna call myself a fucking Hassan Abi head, because that's just, I don't like that word.
But you are,
But
aren't you?
yeah, he's fucking great. Like, I feel like I have brain sync with this man. Definitely gonna talk about him again. But it's like, yeah, so it's like, it's just so what, I don't know.
I mean, listen.
Just, what do you think the motivation for challenging Hassan was? Like, do you think this is like a clout grab?
I don't know
Do you
any of
think
them
it's
well
like,
enough to really know. I just
Oh, yeah,
figured
that's
this
a dumb
dude's
question.
nuts. I don't know.
I would just,
I mean, I know
I would say
Hassan's
edit this
got a
out.
decent platform and has got a decent name on the internet, and I mean, yeah, if you're gonna go nuts on the internet, you might as well do it with enough people, like with someone that has enough people that at least you'll get some like bad publicity. Like, this motherfucker ain't out here challenging the Spute to give a champion. Like, you know.
he who would disturb the Spute
Oh, dude.
shall be eviscerated through.
Oh, man. That's fucking hilarious. I'm just saying, if anyone
Yeah,
ever
no, so it's
challenges
just-
us to a champion fight, we're going to make them believe it's me all the way up to the day of the fight, and then it's going to be you.
Just give me an arena that I can win in. Like, you know,
We get there.
Do
and it's
whatever
like,
you have
it's a
to do.
Tron race, and you're just like, sweet.
make sure I have a faster bike as well.
Even speed. It's all about driving.
I mean, true.
No, I'm just saying. You said,
But
give me a fast bike. No,
I want it to be
even speed.
I want it to be. I mean, that is how it should be. And I'm not worried about it either way. Although I will say Sam Hyde has a sick fucking Firebird that he had in the fucking items video. Like, literally, like I believe it was the good front end. Had a sick sounding engine. It sounded like
Did it
an
have the
LS.
Smokey and the Bandit one?
No, it was it's from the worst generation of Firebirds. Like 80s to like early 90s.
Ooh.
Like, these things fucking from the factory, they were hot dog shit garbage. And then they had, but I wanted one as a kid. That was the car that was like across from Chris's house that I wanted when I was like
Fuck yeah.
14, 15, and I wanted that to be like my car in high school. And I wanted to go get it, and the dude only wanted like $300 for it. So I wanted to go get it and like just get it running and shit. But those things were trash. They didn't handle well. They were kind of fucking dangerous. They didn't have a lot of fucking power.
Sounds about right.
But he had like a sick one with like a roll cage and probably a bunch of like suspension work done to it. It sounded gnarly, and he took Idubs for a ride in it, and Idubs did not know what the fuck to do.
It sounds like
With
you
that
wanted
shit.
to go eastbound and down, load it up and truck it.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
another
know, I
Smokey
just-
and the Bandit reference.
I've never watched that show.
It's one, it's a movie, and
It's-
two, I fucking know. That's why it's so funny to me.
How much